Hello everyone and welcome to this brand new video. So it's 11:28 a.m. in the morning and I'm just making some chili con carne. I just warmed that up and I wanted to speak a little bit about ego, entitlements, the thing that's truly holding you back. I just need to move this camera up. The thing that's truly holding you back, because obviously there's strategy, obviously there's ads, long form content, reels, stories, positioning, offer, all of those different levers that you can pull. But then there still might be something that's internally holding you back. Now, what is that thing? I've read this book, or I've not read this book, I'm like halfway through this book, A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. So what is this book about? Let me just quickly read the blurb to give an accurate description. So he's the author of The Power of Now, by the way, if you read that book, phenomenal book. Eckhart Tolle's A New Earth is a cornerstone for personal spirituality and self-improvement, leading readers to new levels of consciousness and inner peace. Taking off from The Power of Now, which was a #1 bestseller and has sold millions, blah, blah, blah. Shattering modern ideas of ego and entitlement, self and society, Tolle lifts the veil that has hung over humanity during this new millennium and eliminates a path to health and happiness that every reader can follow. Okay? So what does this mean? It means everyone has an ego. Everyone has these inner things that they want to be fulfilled by. Everyone has quote unquote enemies, right? You might be jealous of a certain person. You might be wondering why you're not being successful. You might be wondering why your content is not performing. And what allows you to get closer to your goals? It's change, right? It's maybe admitting to yourself that you suck. And a lot of people, they can't admit that, right? They can't just tell themselves, okay, wait, what if I just suck? Like, what if I just suck at content? What if I just suck at building a coaching business? I need to get some help. Now, this doesn't mean like you need to work with a mentor, even though that's probably your best shot, your best thing to do. It means that you need to understand that there's something that you're missing. And a lot of times people will fail at something and then continue making those same failures over and over and over again because they don't make any changes. And the reason they don't make any changes, it's not because they're stupid. It's not because they, think they can do it themselves. It's because their ego is just trying to protect them. Like, okay, I actually know what I'm doing. I'm not a complete idiot. I'm on the right path. I just need to take some time, etc., right? So, point is, your ego is holding you back. It's not the strategy, it's not those things, it's actually telling yourself for once, oh, I'm not as good as I thought I was. And a lot of people don't say that, right? Like, I would admit right now, there are younger, smarter people in this industry that are way smarter and better than I ever will be. And understanding that makes me realize that there's nothing that is ever beneath me. Or how shall I say this? I am never above anything, right? There's always going to be people, whether they've got lower followers than me, whatever, that I can learn from. You need to be a student of life. Now, what does this mean? It means whenever you're creating content, whenever you're learning someone, maybe there's someone that's younger than you that popped up on your feed and giving you advice. Some people will say like, oh, this guy's a scammer, or this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. But what if you tell yourself, oh, maybe I can learn something from this person. What is this person doing that I can adopt? What is working for this person? And the reason why I'm saying young people is because, funnily enough, the younger people, right, the 18-year-olds, the 20-year-olds, I'm 24, I'm still young, but the younger people out there, they are crushing it because they understand that they're a student, right? They understand that their ego, isn't in the way. They're learners. They take risks. Their ego is kind of low, and that's why they take action fast, because they know that it's okay. They understand their ego is not there yet. They're on the upcoming part of their career. And people that are slightly on the older side, they mostly, have that ego where they're like, oh, what does this person know? How can I learn from this person? Okay, so what is an actionable step that you can take from this video? Because I want it to be actionable. First, pick up this book. I think it's a good read. Secondly, is map out the people that is doing better than you. Map out the things that they're adopting that you can't wrap your head around, that you're envious of, that you're jealous of. Because humans are selfish beings, right? We're jealous, we're sinful beings, right? We do certain things that isn't good, right? We speak negative about this person, we, hate on a person, whatever, we're getting mad because everyone's copying each other, all those things. But it's, at the end of the day, it's just your ego speaking, right? Jesus says, forgive your enemies, right? No matter what happens, not because, of course, he's a perfect, sinless being, but also because he wants to alleviate his ego, because the ego is the enemy. Another good book, Ryan Holiday. And once you realize that everything that you do, if you do it in an emotionless, egoless manner, you will be able to see things at face value. Instead of looking at your content and being like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing exactly what people tell me, but I'm still not getting results. Why are things not working for me? I'm trying so hard and things aren't working out. Instead of protecting your ego constantly, just look at things and be like, look, I'm not getting results. I must be doing something wrong. I'm shit. What can I do to fix this? And it might seem so simple, but so many people don't think about this, right? So many people think, oh, I'm doing the right thing, but their ego is constantly protecting them. And sometimes, even with my clients, I need to tell them certain things that they don't want to hear, right? For example, some people want to immediately outsource things, right? Immediately get an appointment setter, immediately outsource all these things. I'm like, dude, you don't have the blessing yet to be outsourcing these things. You need to learn, but their ego gets hit. They're like, oh, I don't want to do these menial, boring tasks. And so whenever you're feeling stuck, whenever you're like, what is going on? For example, my business partner, Sebastian, right? Whenever something isn't going well, I'm always like, yeah, we're just not good enough. We're just simply not good enough, right? Like, oh, we just have to do more. I always tell him we just have to do more, or things have to be better. And it's not because I think we're doing bad or whatever. It's like, if what we're doing doesn't align with our goals and we're not hitting them, we just shit, right? And it's okay to admit that you're whack. Like, it's okay to admit that you have no idea what the hell you're doing, because then once that happens, you immediately realize, okay, how can we solve this? You get in the problem solving kind of mindset, and you actually solve it. So anyway, don't want to make this video too long. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on how I've been doing. Just thought I would share what I learned in this book, right? I think it's always good to reflect and understand, because the truth is the ego is the main thing that's holding people back. It's not that they're not smart enough. It's not that they don't have the skills. It's the ego. It's thinking that I can figure things out on my own. Or I'm smart enough with my current skills to achieve my goals. But it's like, dude, if you had those skills and if you were smart enough, you would have already achieved your goals. And most people never want to admit that, right? I admit I'm not smart enough and good enough to achieve my goals, and that's why I need to look for help. And my ego, it gets hurt on the short term, but in the long term, it feels open and free and allows growth. And I think that's the most important thing. Okay, my Slack is blowing up. I need to answer clients. But anyway, hope you guys got some value from this. And yeah, if you want to work with me, obviously, in the description, you can DM me the word one on Instagram and I'll get into contact. If you want to grow your consultancy, your education company, and reach 20K months, then feel free to, DM me the word one on Instagram. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment what I should do in the next video. Give me any questions. I'd love to answer them. And yeah, peace.